Hi everyone, I'm Shaniqua and this is News Round live on CBBC. Coming up in the next few minutes, we hear a special report from children who have family in Afghanistan, and we check out Greta's dance moves. First this morning, we have a very special report about Afghanistan, a country in South Central Asia. After a 20-year war involving US and UK troops, an extreme group called the Taliban are now in control of the country. They enforce very strict rules about how Afghans can live their lives and have stopped many women from being able to work and lots of girls from going to school. People tried to escape the country when the Taliban took over, and the British government has promised to rehome thousands more over the coming years. Well, Ricky has been speaking to children who were born in the UK but who still have family living in Afghanistan for this very special report.
At the end of August, 14,000 Afghans were flown out of the country by the RAF and taken to the UK, leaving behind loved ones, their homes, their lives, after the Taliban took back control of Afghanistan. Many tried to leave the country but couldn't. For those who made it to the UK, they've spent the last few months living in hotels until the government can find them more permanent places to live. Newsround spoke to these British Afghan children who still have family in Afghanistan.
Are you going to be asking me questions?
Yes. They wanted to share their stories with us.
Both of my parents are from Afghanistan. I have a lot of family there. I wasn't born in Afghanistan, but I have visited them a few times, and people might, if you search it up on any website, there'll be only wars and stuff, but the real Afghanistan is different. There's beautiful mountains. Afghanistan is a very beautiful country. My mom, she was from Kabul, the capital city of Afghanistan. It's very important to me because that's where my relatives were born, and I don't want to see them sad. I feel bad for what's going on in my country. I feel bad for my parents because I know what they're going through, and I also feel bad for all my cousins and what the situation is for them right now in Afghanistan. It's important for me because I'm a Muslim, and my parents is from there, and my grandpa and grandma is there too.
When the country's government collapsed, a military group called the Taliban took control. Many things have changed in the last 2 months. Lots of girls have been stopped from going back to school.
I'm pretty devastated because our country used to be doing pretty good until, how the Taliban took over. If I was in Afghanistan, I wouldn't be able to be in school. I would have not known English. I would have practically had nothing because I would have maybe even been married off to someone. And it's a very bad situation. It kind of hurts me a lot.
The children we spoke to said they'd managed to contact family who are still in Afghanistan.
So sometimes my grandpa calls my mom, and then we start talking, and he tells us what's happening there. They've been telling me stuff like, the situation isn't the best right now, but we'll speak to you when we have the opportunity.
Back in the UK, charities like this one have been getting lots of donations to help the Afghans who arrived here with very little. We're at the Afghanistan and Central Asia Association in London, and they've been getting loads of things from toys, toothpaste, to clothes, coats and jackets. But what they say they really need now, things like suitcases, so the families who are waiting in hotels here can transport all of their stuff to wherever they have to go to next. They also need shoes, and they say people are turning up every single day dropping off more stuff. The charity was set up by Shakiba's parents, who fled from the Taliban more than 20 years ago.
I had some children come to me a few weeks ago saying that I couldn't believe like this was happening, and I didn't know like my parents went through this, and I would really want to help as much as I can. I mean, we're here all happy, but we don't know the journeys people actually make to come to a country where they can just be happy and have some peace.
I hope the Taliban stops and, there's a better leader. And I hope the other countries, the countries that are more powerful, tries to help at least, maybe bring more than 5,000 people. They're like the future of this country, this future of this world. So I also would really like that to happen.
I would like to go help the doctors and be a nurse so I can help them with that.
I hope that we can rebuild the country and make it even better than what it was in the past, and that there are no more fights and no more violence and all of that stuff that's happening right now.
Thank you for sharing those stories. Next, Kerala in southern India has seen lots of rainfall recently, leading to the flooding in the region. And many charities are currently working to help rescue locals, and here's more. The state of Kerala in southern India has been experiencing heavy rain, which has led to flooding and landslides. Lots of people have seen damage to their homes and businesses. Power lines were brought down, and trees have been uprooted because of the weather. Thousands of people have been evacuated so far. However, at least 26 people have been reported to have died. Charities and the government have responded to the situation, with lots of relief camps being set up across the state, helping over 8,000 people with food, bedding, and clothing. The government has also said that it will support those who have lost houses and crops because of the floods. Officials say the amount of rainfall has decreased, but the Indian Army, Navy, and Air Force will be working hard over the next few days to battle the extreme weather conditions and rescue as many people as they can. And climate activist Greta Thunberg took to the stage in Stockholm, not just for a speech, but a dance too. The event was the first of 19 global concerts called Climate Live 2021. Nice moves, Greta. And finally, we want your vote on whether you think we should be travelling into space. Prince William on the right has recently said that we should be focusing on issues like climate change instead of space travel. However, billionaires like Jeff Bezos here on the left believes that sending rockets into the sky will allow people to do amazing things right here on Earth. But what do you think? Visit our website and make your vote. Right, that's all the time we have. Martin's back tomorrow. Bye.